morning dear children, welcome back in today's session. Friends, in today's session we are going to discuss a poem, that is the first poem from your syllabus, from your textbook, and the name of that poem is TOOMAI of the Elephant. TOOMAI of the Elephants. This poem is written by Rudyard Kipling. Before going to start this poem, I would like to discuss about the poet. The poet of this poem is Rudyard Kipling. The poet of this poem is Rudyard Kipling. Friends, Rudyard Kipling was born on 13 December 1865. He was born at India, in Mumbai, Malabar Hill Station, in India, and then after, for the educational purpose, he had moved to England. But after completing education, he once again joined in India. He once again came to India, and several years he worked as a journalist. Friends, he is a well-known poet in English literature. He has written several poems, several novels, several books. His well-known books are Jungle Book, okay, and this poem was reprinted in Jungle Book at 1894. This poem was reprinted at Jungle Book in 1894. Another notable book of Rudyard Kipling is Just So Stupid, King, If, Ganga. See, these are the notable work of Rudyard Kipling. Friends, the most important point is here, he was the Nobel winner poet. In 1907, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. See friends, Rudyard Kipling won the Nobel Prize in 1907. He had achieved the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1907. He died on 18 January 1936. So friends, this is the basic information about the poet. Okay friends, so we will move ahead now. We will discuss what has given in the poem. Before that, we will discuss warm-up activity. Friends, this poem is talking about the strength, liberty, and the free life in the wild. See friends, whenever we are making a prisoner to the wild, though it may be dog, though it may be the bird, or etc. See, that time what is their feeling? Here, the writer has expressed the strength of freedom. The poet is talking about the strength of freedom. What happened there, that we will discuss. But whenever we are taking that liberty, taking that freedom at that time, what are their feeling, their agony as expressed by writer in this poem. But before moving towards this poem, I would like to discuss about warm-up activity, because this warm-up activity is talking about their training. Whenever we are making them captive, at that time here the animal is elephant, and when we are making them captive, keeping them in a prison, okay, then whenever we are giving them training to carry other load on their back, that training whenever we are giving them, see friends, we have enjoyed the riding on elephant, okay, but before this riding, have you ever think that how they are getting the training about it? How their masters train them to carry us or other load on their back. See, everyone enjoy the horse riding, but have you ever think how they are getting this training? What agony, what things they have to face, how they are suffer in that. All these things are very essential to understand, because to understand the theme of the poem, to nature of this poem, this is very important. So in brief, I will explain the warm-up activity. So friends, it is very essential to know this warm-up activity. So friends, I would like to discuss the warm-up activity because this poem is talking about the strength of freedom. This poem is talking about the strength of freedom, the free life of the wild animals. Is talking about the free life of wild animal. But friends, for our purpose, for our satisfaction, we have made them captive. And this poem is expressing that agony of their feel, agony of that wild animal. This poem is expressing the feelings of wild animal. And so, before going to discuss these feelings, it is very essential to know how they are getting the training and how they are suffer in that training. So friends, so in that warm-up activity, we are getting about this warm-up activity is talking us or telling us about their training. Okay, how that training is very painful. Friends, we have enjoyed riding on elephant. Right now, we all like to ride on elephant, but have you ever think that how they are getting about their training, how their masters train to carry them, train to carry us, okay, other load on their backs, how they are getting that training. Which training? The training is trained to carry us, means we, all human beings, other load on their back. See, elephant is used for the mode of transportation. Okay, but to train them how to transport it, for that they were giving training about it. And what about that training? How that training is, that agony has expressed by writer through this poem. While baby elephants are separated from their mothers after their birth, these wild baby elephants are separated from their mothers. Baby elephant is tied between two trunks where it is able to move. Okay. After separating, this baby elephant tied between two trunks where it is not able to move. They are tying them. Due to that, this baby elephant cannot move. The train beats of bullhook. Bullhook, see, it's an equipment, and speak to it in a calm voice at the same time. It is not allowed to food or water. See, during this training time, these master are hitting them by bullhook. Okay, these masters are hitting them by bullhook, and they are not giving them food and water too. See what a painful it is. Out of fear, hunger and thirst, the calf means here baby elephant, stop fighting to break free from its restraint. Restraint means here freedom from bondage. See, why they are giving this training? To stop, to break free from its restraint. It is then allowed to take a bath in a river and given some food. Okay, they are hitting them, they are beating them. Okay, by the bullhook. Even though, see, not only this, they are what they are doing. They are not allowing them to have a food or water. See what a painful thing that. If you don't get it, then what is our condition? See, during this ordeal, it is tied with another domesticated elephant. Ordeal means here trouble. The training process is very painful mentally as well as physically. Many dies in this process. process. See, it is a very painful for our satisfaction, for our writing, okay, for our purpose. We are beating them. We are taking their strength of freedom. See, we are taking their freedom. Okay, we make them bondage. We make them captive, and that's why that paining, that agony has expressed by the poet through this poem. See, to understand, to better understanding of this poem, it is a very essential. This is the warm-up activity. How we are taking the freedom from wild animal like elephant. For our satisfaction, how we are giving them painful training. Okay. Without giving food and water, we just beating them by the bull hook. Okay, to restrain means freedom from the bondage, to take their freedom. Okay, and for our purpose, how we are giving that training, all this part has explained by the writer at the beginning. Title of this poem, significant the title of this poem for better understanding. Okay, the theme of the poem, it is very essential to know the background of this poem. So friends, already I told you, this poem was published in 1894. See friends, a very important point. This poem published in 1894 at Jungle Book. Okay, it reprinted at Jungle Book in 1894. It is very important. And this poem expressing the agony of elephant. Okay, here the elephant is talking with a TOOMAI. So TOOMAI means what? To understand this, it is a very essential to know the meaning of this poem. Also the background of this poem. It is very essential to know, to understand the meaning of TOOMAI. It is very essential to know the background of this poem. See friends, what happened? Already I told you, this poem is talking about the agony of elephant. This poem is talking about the loss of freedom. Okay, how we are making them captive. This poem is talking about the captivity. Okay, loss of freedom and bondage. This poem is talking about the bondage. And that's why to understand this poem, it is very important to know the background of this poem. What had happened? See, in this poem, we are getting an elephant. The name of that elephant is Kalana. See friends, deliberately I have written all these things on the blackboard for your better understanding. That elephant is, the name of that elephant is Kalana. And it is a 47-year elephant. 47, the age of that elephant is 47 years old. He had worked for Indian government loyally for years in war. During the period of war, already this poem was written in the period of pre-independence era. India was under the rule of British country. At that time this poem was written, and this elephant had worked for Indian government loyally for years in a war, construction and traveling. That elephant, already I have told you how they are giving a training. How this elephant were using for the mode of transportation, and for this purpose, before using this mode of transportation, they were giving a training of that. And how this training is, that already I have discussed with you. How that training is painful. And that elephant, means Kalana, was now tired by these things. He had served, he had worked for Indian government loyally for years in the war. During the period of war, he had worked as a mode of transportation for the British. Okay, construction and traveling for the British people. He had work. Then after we are getting another character in the story. See, the names are not mentioned, but it is very essential to know that is a TOOMAI. See friends, TOOMAI means what? The driver of elephant. Here we are getting two TOOMAI. One is a big TOOMAI and another one is a little TOOMAI. To understand this poem, it is a very important. Big TOOMAI. Big TOOMAI is the master of Kalana. Okay, he is the driver of elephant. That is a Kalana. And the little TOOMAI is there. That is a 10 years old son of big TOOMAI. And he had learned from his father how to handle elephant. All these things he had learned from his father. And now he had become the friend of elephant. Who has become the friend of elephant? This TOOMAI had become, little TOOMAI has become the friend of elephant. Okay, and that's why that elephant, the poet has imagined that elephant is expressing their agony towards little TOOMAI. I think the poet has imagined they have conversation, they are doing conversation, and that agony, their suppressed feeling, their agony means elephant agony has been presented. That elephant is speaking, is talking about their agony. That is imagination of poet. So friends, you understood the background of this poem. So that's why the title is given here, TOOMAI of elephant. The poet is talking about the little TOOMAI. In this poem, the little TOOMAI, elephant is talking with the little TOOMAI. Elephant is expressing their agony towards the little TOOMAI. Okay, he is telling how he had suffered. Okay, he was tired now by this bondage and chain. He wanted liberty now. See friends, if you made them captive to the wild animals, how they are suffering, what are their feelings, what are their agonies, that agonies has been presented by the poet throughout this poem. Okay, so let's dive in the poem and discuss in detail about this poem, and we will start the meaning to understand this poem, line by line meaning of this poem. I will remember what I was. TOOMAI of the elephant, written by Rudyard Kipling. I will remember what I was. I am sick of rope and chain. I was. I am sick of rope and chain. See friends, here the word I stand for elephant. This word I means here elephant. That elephant is expressing their agony towards little TOOMAI. Already I told you about the character of little TOOMAI. That elephant is expressing their agony, their surprise feeling towards little TOOMAI. I will remember what I was. That Kalana, that elephant is expressing their agony. He tells that he remembers what he was. I am a sick of rope and chain. When he has become the captive. Okay? I am a sick of rope and chain. Means here he is talking about the bondage. Now he wants the liberty. Yes, when he was a little baby, means when he was a calf, at that time there was a freedom. So that's why he tells us that he remembered what he was means about his past when he was a little baby. Before become a captive, before become a bondage, he remembered what the glory of the day when he was a little. I will remember my old strength, my forest affairs. Friends, note down forest affair, meaning of forest affair. Friends, note down the meaning of forest affair. Forest affair means activities of animal in the jungle. The first word here, forest affair. Activities of animals in the jungle. When he was free. Okay, he is telling that I will remember my old strength. Old strength means here, strength of himself. Before becoming the captive. What was his strength? He remembered his old strength. all my forest affairs. Activities of animals in the jungle. Forest affairs means activities of animals in the jungle. The elephant is telling that he remembered his old strength. When he had a liberty, that time he was living a very happy life. But that man has taken their freedom and he made them captive. And that's why he is expressing their agony. I will not sell my back to man for bundle of sugar cane. See, I told you the elephants they are using for the mode of transportation. And he was tired by this situation now. Okay? And that's why he is telling us that I will not sell back. I will not sell means he will not do the work of transportation and he will not give the bag to man for the bundle of sugarcane. He will not give the his bag to the man for the bundle of sugarcane. Means he will not do the work of transportation now. He was tired by this. Okay? Tired by this captivity. Tired by this bondage. I will go out to my own kind and wood folk in their lairs. Wood folk means here, friends, note down, wood folk. Another important word is here, that is wood folk. Note down, people who live in the forest. People who live in the forest. I will go out to my own kind and the woodfolk in the lairs. Lairs means, see, third word. Lairs means, see, note down this, I am telling the meaning of this. Lairs means home of animals. Now he was tired. He had suffered a lot. He was tired by this captivity. And so, he wants to move from this. He wants a liberty. And that's why he is telling that I will go out to my own kind and wood folk in their lairs. He wanted to return home of animals. He wanted to go from this place. He wanted to live a happy life as like a previous one. And that's why he is telling, I will go out to my own kind. He wanted to move from here. The wood folk in their lairs means he wanted to go his hometown. His home of lairs means here home of animals. He wanted liberty. I will go out until the morning light. See friends, for this liberty, he was ready to walk continuously. For this liberty, he was ready to walk continuously. He was really tired. Okay, and so he is telling, I will go out until the morning. See, he was ready to walk continuously until the day morning. Break. Morning break. See friend, line is here. I will go out until the morning break. It's a very important point. Really he was tired. He had suffered a lot. Okay, he don't want that bondage now. He remembered the glory of the day when he was free. He remembered all his forest affairs. Okay, but now he is telling that he would not give his back for the sugarcane, transportation of sugarcane. He was tired by this. He wanted to leave this place and have to go at homes of animals. Means he wanted to go at forest. Clear? And that's purpose. For this purpose, he was ready to walk continuously until the day break. Means he was ready to walk continuously until the morning break. Out to the winds, unten peace. Friends, note down. Unten peace. See, it's capacity of poet. See friends, what is meant by untamed peace here? See, when you walk early in the morning, when you walk in the breezy outside, okay, when you are walking in the breezy outside, that time the breeze the breeze flows to our face. See, whenever we are walking in the breezy morning, at that time, that breeze flows to our cheeks, to our skin, to our face, and at that moment, we feel. That feeling means here, until peace. Feel of a pure and clean air. Feeling of pure and clean air. Until peace means here. Until peace means here. Note down. The feel of pure and clean air. The feel of pure and clean air. See, early in the morning, whenever we are walking in the breezy atmosphere, the breeze is outside, having outside. At that time, that breeze flows to our body, to our skin, and we are getting different satisfaction. Out to the winds, untamed peace, water's clean caress. Caress means here, clean caress means here, touch of clean water. See, he wants that glory. He have to take a touch of the clean water. But he has become the bondage now. We have made him captive now. Okay, so because of that, he couldn't take that experience, and now he wants to take such an experience. He out to the winds, untamed peace, the water clean cases. I will forget my ankle rings and snap my picket stake. Snap means here break. My picket stake means here. Picket stake, wooden post to which animals are tied. See, note down the meaning of this snap. Next word, that is the snap. Friends, all these words you have to write in your notebook. Snap means here break, and picket stake means here. Note down the meaning. Picket stake. It means wooden post to which animals are tied. See, in the picture they have shown this, how they are tied. Okay? I will forget my ankle ring and snap my picket stake. See, if he got the liberty, then he will forget all this pain. Okay? And he will move from this pain. I will revisit my lost loves, playmates and masterless. Okay? Free from human owner. Masterless means here. The meaning of masterless means, note down, free from a human owner. See, he wanted freedom. Okay, he wanted to become he wanted a freedom. He wanted to live a free life. He wanted a relief from merciless master. Okay, and that is the meaning of this poem. See friends, once again I am revising it. It's very important. TOOMAI means here the master or driver of elephant. In this poem, elephant is expressing their agony, and he is talking with a little TOOMAI. What was the glory of the day? Okay, he was tired by the captivity now. He wanted a freedom. Okay, he remembered the strength of freedom. Before going to before this bondage, before this captivity, what was his life? He remembered that life very well. Now he wanted a relief from this agony, from this pain, and that's why in the second stanza he is expressing that feelings. He wanted untamed peace. He wanted a pure and clean water. He wanted relief from his merciless masters. Okay, he will forget all this pain if he got a relief from this, and for that he was ready to walk until the day break, until the night he was ready to walk. So friends, here we have completed this poem. Now we will discuss the rhyming words, rhyming scheme from this rhyming scheme from this poem. For our what is meant by rhyming words, you know very well. It's not required to explain again. See, here I have written the last words from this poem: chain, affair, sugarcane, layers. Okay, this is the first stanza. In the first stanza, these words are there. See, chain, affairs, sugarcane, and layers. Chain. So after chain, I have written here A. Affairs B. Sugarcane and chain. We are getting the similar sound. So that's why again A. And here B. So rhyming scheme of the first stanza, that is A B A B. Rhyming scheme of the first stanza, that is A B A B. And second stanza, see, break, stake. See here, break, stake, cares and masters. See, so in the second stanza we are getting rhyming scheme C D C D. So entire square rhyming scheme is here. Entire square rhyming scheme is here: A B A B C D C D. This is the rhyming scheme of this poem. Understood this, friends? It is a rhyming scheme of this poem. Okay. Now next one, that is a figure of speech. One more important figure of speech is here, that is alliteration. See friends, what is meant by alliteration? Alliteration means repetition of sound, okay, which create the rhythm. Repetition of some initial sound. See here, clean cares. Clean cares. In this line, in this statement, in this line, we are getting C, repetition of C. That's why here alliteration figure of speech is here. So friends, I hope that you understood this poem very well. Now just I am revising once again. I hope that you understood this poem. So I am going to finish here. Thank you very much. Okay friends, remaining means question answer of this lesson, of this poem, we will discuss into the next lecture. Thank you very much.